Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream. Today we are number 8, I believe. Well, I hope so. Because if not, I've not done a good job at keeping track, but I hope we're at number 8. So welcome. Hello Skyrider. If you were wondering why I stopped talking after I said nice when you were talking about your OCs, it's because I went to go get a cup of tea to get ready for the stream. So sorry, but I'm back now. So for those who haven't seen the progress on Crosby. Well, I say Crosby, that was meant to be a surprise for those who haven't, but if we go on to here, instead of just showing the photos, I'll just do this share screen here. You can see next on the Railway Series iOS build streams, we have got some beginnings here of the next section of the route. And this is Crosby, and this is what I've done so far. I spent about 3 hours doing this last night. And yeah, I will be showing the progress today and obviously working on it a bit more. So that's Crosby. I'm just doing some downloading stuff for trains at the moment, and then we'll start off. Skyrider says, ooh, tea. Yes. And yeah, you can never have enough of that. And Axo 120 channel says, hello, Mr. and hello, welcome to the stream. And then Skyrider says something, I don't know, I'm sorry, I can't read that. I've spilt my tea, hang on. I made a mess of that. All right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, well, that was off to a bit of a bad start. I spilt tea over my laptop, so I've cleaned it all off now, so that's okay. Luckily, none of it went on the keys. It was just on the bit where the mouse and the sides of the laptop are, where there's no electronic things directly there. So that's okay. Panic then for a second. Anyway, let's get trains started up because we do have the progress to show. Okay, that's very loud. Isn't there a way to turn down the... Hang on a second, I'm just trying to find a way to turn down the volume. I kind of forgot how to do that, so you'll just have to get used to the sound. Just wait for that to load up. All right, here we go. So now, instead of viewing it through picture form, you can see it through here. So this is Crosby. Stations here, and then the yard is over here. I know it's not entirely railway series, but I took inspiration from both TV series and railway series, plus a bit of freelance stuff. Just because there aren't that many photos of what goes on in Crosby. I think there's only the duck one where we go through the barbershop, and then one at the station, one or two at the station, and it isn't really enough to get a good base off. So I kind of went with a bit of freelance here, and then over there with a bit more of the railway series / TV series hybrid kind of thing. But the whole aesthetic is the same. I'm still kind of doing it as if it was properly the railway series, barring this turntable here, which it just fitted perfectly there, so I just decided to put it there. Down here, we do have this bit of road, like this is I haven't shown either because I did this during the week. This section of track wraps around here, goes under this bridge, and then goes into Tidmouth / Crosby Tunnel, where it promptly goes underneath over to here and continues off towards Knapford Junction. So if we go back round this way to get to Crosby, here we go. So we got the crossing here. There's some pedestrian things there, including another crossing here. You can walk down here alongside the tracks, and then even, sit here and take photos of the engines going by. And then this would lead off towards some houses over here. And then over this way, the path continues up and goes off towards Dryall. Not that you'd probably want to walk that far when you can just, take the train or a car, but, if you do happen you want to walk or bike, the path is there for that. The road's not that used, so... we do have this bit here. This is like a bit of a retaining wall for the road, so it doesn't go all over the place onto the beach. And then we have the depot, or just yard in general, depending on how you look at it. These are the gates that lead to where the C&B barbershop was that Doc crashed into. And the reason why I made it look all derelict is because, this is the 70s now, and Doc crashed into there sometime in the 50s. And I thought about it, and I thought, maybe this could have closed down at some point. So I just wanted to show that. And obviously there's no weathered down, rusty version of the asset, and I'm not allowed to reskin it. Unless if anyone finds a reskinnable version, I will use that instead. And it's just sat here abandoned, and these are the gates that would have taken you into like a small parking lot over here, so you can park up and go into the shop. These are the buffers that Doc crashed through. They're still there. Well, mended, but they're still in the same spot. We've got the signal box over here. And I just like the red brick wall aesthetic for the yard. It's nice. It's like a bit of a border, so that there aren't people staring at the staff and the engines all day, and they can have a peek through the gate here, or they can even go down a bit past all these houses to this gate, which is the used gate for getting into the complex. But it does look nice, and I'm quite happy with it. It's simple. It's not finished yet, by the way, in case anyone wants to have a go at me for making it look really plain. It's not finished yet. I will be adding some loading platforms and potentially even a shed, maybe. I don't know. Not a loco shed, but a good shed for materials that need covering during the night or day. Or even during weather, of course. And then after Crosby, the line will turn left and head up towards Wellsworth. And based upon illustrations, the track kind of curves around and goes under a bridge and then goes up a mini hill before getting up to Wellsworth before going up Gordon's Hill to Marin. So I'll be building that. I don't mean I'm going to do a direct 90 degree. I'm going to do a bit of a probably a slight 45 degree thing because the illustrations aren't entirely accurate. I'm just according to orderly, so I'm just going off what's mentioned in the people, places, and history, also illustrations in TV series. So kind of going off a few things plus what makes sense to put there, of course. So obviously there'll be more stuff out here in the countryside. I just wanted to texture over it and make it look actually decent for the stream. And obviously we've got this jutting out bit for Crosby. So that's what I've done so far. This is the overview of the route. Now we got Ellsbridge up there. Toyrek, I think it is. Dryall, the airfield, and then Knapford. What else is there? Yeah, there's Tidmouth over there. Little Weston will come out over there. Then we've got this whole bit that wraps around here to Crosby. So quite enjoying building this so far. It's been a nice change from the SOC IoS and an Orland route. Obviously, I'm still working on that, just more off stream now. But it's just the same thing. It's just me going through and jumping about all over the map to do random things. Whereas this, I don't want to build the whole island and then go through and build everything. I want to build it as I go, so I'm restricted to filling up the entire baseboard or baseboards. In this case, where I built 4, well, 8 along here. Where I'm restricted to just that before I can move on. So I'm doing it a town at a time, and just going onwards doing that. So hope you all enjoy this. Oh, that was my stream is about to end voice. No, yeah. So I hope you will enjoy this so far, and we're going to continue building it once I have a look at the chat. Wait, is Marin on a hill in the railway series? I think it is. It goes, yeah, it goes Crosby, and then it goes up a little bit of a hill into Wellsworth, and then goes up, obviously, Gordon's Hill, up into Marin, and then it continues that way on to Cronk and Kildane and all that. Speaking of which, I'm going to do a different take on Kildane, because you only ever see it in one illustration in the railway series. It's a bit rubbish in the TV series, and it hasn't been seen in the CGI series. So so I'm going to be doing my own bit of a take on that, making the station. I'm basically going to make it like the Vicarstown of Kildane. But obviously not with 8 tracks. It's going to have 4. And then the Kildane in the illustrations, I'll just, that can just be the, that can just be one side of the station, and I'll build the second side. Skyrider says the poor locals that have to stop at Railway Series Marin. Railway Series Marin, I'm just going to search that up quickly because it's been a while since I looked at it. That's the one where Percy and Gordon are together in that illustration, isn't it? Yeah. I know it's a shame we can't use TV series Marin, but this is the Railway Series one, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to completely build a station from scratch for Marin. I might even end up, if my modeling skills get any better, by the time we get up to Marin, which will be highly unlikely, knowing me, because I don't spend a lot of time practicing modeling, I might custom build a Marin station for the route and export that into trains if I can get it baked and all that and textured properly. So I might make that an actual custom asset for the route, which is what I want to do. I want to make some custom assets for the routes. You know, save me chucking in splines together. I know that'd be the easier option, but having something that you built as a building to go on the route is a lot better of a feeling, I've been told. So I'll go with that. Maybe. I am already building a station in Blender, so I might export that into trains next week and try and figure that out. See how it looks. And if it works, obviously I'll include it on the route for all to download. It probably won't be as good as this this station, but it'll you know, it'll look okay, hopefully. All right. What should I work on first? You decide. Should we go into the yard and put more details down there, or should we do some of the houses along the road? Or should we work on the backdrop here for the back of the yard, like where you'll be looking at? Skyris, I know we can make a shifty face from oil. No. Detailing in the yard, or making these houses actually look like they're houses instead of blocks that are attached to the road with no detail whatsoever. In the meantime, I'm going to get a wooden platform, like drop-off delivery platform thing to go along there. Come on, where's the platform? There it is. So we'll pop this along here. That can be the delivery platform. Might put in this other one here, just in case. For extra deliveries or transferring of goods. The only annoying thing I don't like about this is that you can't open up the fences and put a walkway in between. You have to like, all the workmen will have to walk down the stairs, come around here, and then walk back up the stairs to get to here. Or, they can do it the dangerous way and just chuck things over, which will be a bit, dangerous, as I said. Right, let's see. Pop this trolley in here. Skyra says the yard. Okay, we'll do the yard then for the rest of the stream. Tonight, I get trapped by a goods train. Ben builds things and nothing else happens. Yes, exactly. Because, Cameron and Edward are unavailable for today. Davy Martin says hello. Well, hi, with many highs. So, welcome. Skyrider says, because we've only been here 10 minutes. And let's get started. I might put some BR stuff here while I've got it on this pick list. I've got some older equipment just kind of rusting away in the yard. Just back here. Bedford C-type low loader. That'll be alright for over here. We'll put two of them there. Actually, we'll swap them around. So the empty one's closer to the track. Actually, I just realised these wouldn't be here if... Actually, no, because this is the 70s. These are 50s things. And we know Sodor likes buying outdated cars and vehicles as well. So we'll keep them there. What can we have? This is all very old things. Railway miscellaneous, let's see. Yes, I have quite a few pick lists of stuff. GWR, this is even older than VR, but crane, actually, that might... oh, I deleted the turntable. The crane might actually be good for something. Just for lifting stuff onto vehicles. So we'll just kind of put that there. Actually, the hook's in the way. Is this... Okay, good that this... It's good that this can be picked up because I want to put it on the platform. Come over here. Right, that's the lowest. So that would even be good for, loading stuff between the platforms. you know, the more heavier things that can't be carried down the stairs because they're either too big or too heavy. Then that can shift them over to here. That would be better in the center, but there isn't really anything for it to go on there. So until I find something that can just sit there. What else should we have? Bit of a water tower there. That's a old one. Trees. What have we got here? Oh, these are all the old ones that I used to use, plus including some other stuff. Got some footbridges here. Yeah, this became less of a trees folder and more of a anything that doesn't fit in the other folders folder. So kind of made a mess everywhere with this. However, this might be useful for stuff at the back, just to kind of add some variety to the back of the yard. There we go. Looks a little better now with some other stuff in there. All right. Let's check the points, make sure they don't take you into the yard, because that would be a tad on the dangerous side if you're heading down there with an express. Flick those points. There we go. And when you come into the yard, we'll just get rid of that. When you come into the yard, that will take you on straight so you can get onto the turntable. That will make you also go right. That go right as well. And that, and that, and that. Right, there we go. So that's that. We'll add some more details in a second. I'll just quickly quick save it. I won't actually be doing a live stream tomorrow because I have some peoples coming around. So I won't be doing a stream. However, there will be 2 next week, possibly. I think, no, next week's the Queen's birthday, so there'll be 3 streams next week. So that'll make up for the absence of 1 tomorrow. So don't worry, with 3 streams tomorrow, you can't really... 3 streams next week, there's nothing really to worry about. I mean, then again, I can't really promise anything because I don't really know about anything that quickly in advance, but that much in advance. But hopefully there'll be 3 streams next week. That's what I'm aiming to get at, to make up for the lack of that this week. But if not, it's okay, because there's always another week. And obviously when the next school holidays come around, I'll be able to stream as much as I want, so I wouldn't worry. Okay, some of this here. Bit of weeds kind of growing within the grass as well. And for anyone wondering if I will be doing an operation version of this shop, I will be when I go round to doing like the 40s and 50s, possibly early 60s version of the route. Because I will be doing different time periods for this. Like I planned on doing the SSOC one, but that one was too massive. This one I'm kind of making it a little bit more Railway Series accurate. And by that I mean not making every single town 15 baseboards or so. Because, you know, Crosby, I'm only making that 2.5 really, if you only count the little bit from this. So 2.5 baseboards, which is a lot more realistic than the 10 baseboard thing I was kind of going for. So it will be a lot easier to kind of convert everything into a different time period because I'm already making things. I like building things like in the 70s, like the early 70s, because it's not like everything's completely modernized. But there's enough stuff left from the early era to be able to keep when converting this over. However, there are some modern things I'll just delete, which is a lot better than building something in the 21st century, you know, set then, where there's almost practically nothing left of the 40s and 50s and even 30s. And so you have to completely redo everything. Doing like late 60s, early 70s is a bit more fun. So when I go back and say if I do the 50s version, all I've got to do is get rid of all these bushes around here, get rid of all the clutter in front and put a parking lot down and, you know, kind of clean up around the place here. And then probably maybe get rid of this oil tank, I don't know. But yeah, there you go. So that's for that. Hang on a sec, the photo preview thing has just started up. I need to... Okay, well that's lagging very badly, so we'll just put that there for now. Quickly save this just in case. So where was I? Oh yeah, so the reskins that I showed off last stream for the AU of mine, that I'm doing just for fun, they will run on this Railway Series iOS. And the thing is that, you know, everything's mostly normal, except I'll be doing like a British Railways version where hundreds of these things are around the place. And then obviously, because some branch lines will be closing in this AU because of the beaching acts, I will cut down a few of the things on Sodor and make it a bit more of a electrified mainline kind of network. And make things a little run down a bit more and all that. So I will be doing an AU map of this as well for fun, you know, to kind of show what Soda would look like if half of its system was, you know, destroyed and closed down. Okay, what else should I add? Probably do a bit more of the texturing there to completely texture up the yard. Okay, so the yard is completely textured now, it just needs the details. So, it will probably be... Skyrider says 50s Knapford would not be curved. Well, I know that. There's another Knapford further down the line, like that closed one. I'll be making that look all modern and, you know, still open. for the late 40s, early 50s. And then I'll just delete everything where the current Knapford station is, and then just make it a straight run through with some fields. So don't worry about that. I have got that written down as a thing to do when I convert the layout, the map to earlier time periods. So don't worry, that'll be all okay. I'm excited to use the Ballyhoo Bridge. That's probably something I should mention because I was going to your last stream when I remembered I had this asset. What's it called? I will be building Ballyhoo with this bridge because I've always wanted to do a route like this. And I know the textures aren't, what you call the best, but it does look nice. And I do like the design of it where half of it's kind of holding up the hill. And then this half just doesn't have anything there. And what I might even end up doing, depending on how much room I have, is do this and put the two bridges together and make a 4-bridge thing with a support at either end instead. Just for something a bit different. Because there aren't any photos of Ballyhoo Bridge, obviously, so... that'll actually be quite good. Okay, let's type in yard, see what it comes up with. Yard tower, we'll definitely use that. We'll put that in the slightly abandoned bit there, just kind of out the way, but it's still tall enough that it towers over the yard. I might even make that a bit smaller if it will allow. There we go. Shrink it down a bit so it's a bit more average size instead of towering over everything. So I might do that with this as well. Just make that one big barrel. Put that in the corner. Yard crane, that's definitely important. I don't know if there'll be enough. That might work actually. Yeah, that'll work. I know it's actually the tallest thing in the yard. I might actually get rid of that. What else should I put? That'll actually this is plant backyard grass. I might actually put that down, just kind of spread that about a bit, kind of hide the spline ending. Just a little bit more with a bit more coloured grass. Probably put some along here as well. Too bad. There we go. Might be enough room to squeeze one in there. And it's kind of leaking out into the path, but that's okay. Right, there we go. Put some under the crane, the box thing as well. Right. Yard office, that might be something that'd be good to put down. Put that down over here near the entrance, so the people can, the NWR's yard workers can, for this yard, can come and sign in. Yard lamp. Probably put that over the entrance. That's a bit of a thing to kind of signify where the entrance is. Shift that there. Keep it nice and tall so no lorries coming in can smash into the overhanging bit. Oh, this is a better looking yard crane. I do like this very much. It's very old and worn down. It might actually look good further down here if it will let me pick it up, which it will, which is good. And I'm definitely going to have a lot of these out when we're going to have the station first be open in the early 20th century. We're going to have hundreds of these around the place. There we go. I like that. I like that very much. A lot nicer of an asset than this thing. This is probably more of a modern, ever so slightly modern version. I do like this. I can imagine it would still get used, you know, it would lean over, pick up stuff and then bring it down here. So I might put another one of these along here. Just in case. What was the height of that one used? 135. Okay. There we go, that looks a little better with some cranes along the side ready to receive or load goods. That's a weighbridge. What else? That doesn't look too bad either. Matches, somewhat matches the colour of that, so I'll use this. This is the thing I like about route building. You get to be creative and you get to have a look at things and then put a few things down or scroll through the list and then figure out what you like most. Because of the way this wall's built, we might make it so the roof of that is slightly covering the top of the brick wall, which doesn't look too bad. That there. Actually, to add a bit of detail, a path. And see, ideas just come into my head just when I look at things. It's like painting a picture almost, except it's 3D and ginormous. Path gravel, that's that rubbishy one. This is the one that I do like, so we'll use this. People who are watching the Tidmouth building process would remember that I use this path a lot for parking lot details, and this is what this kind of is. It's a bit of a parking lot for staff members, as well as a bit of a warehouse for deliveries and storing things. So it's actually, there we go. It just adds a bit of another colour, another colour to the scene, just to make things a bit more visually interesting. Instead of saying, oh, look, it's an orange building. You can see from the yard, like even from the track probably. Yeah, from the track you can see that there's that bit of grey along there, which just kind of, helps it look a bit less just there. So we will put a parking strip in there. Parking bump. There we go. My favourite parking line spline, just because it's not got anything underneath it like quite a lot of these, and you can place it almost anywhere except round corners and make it look good, because sharp corners do not work well with this. But there we go, that's that bit. To make it look even better, I might bring that spline further down. There we go. And then there's no need to do that. Maybe, actually, yeah, I probably will do it just for the symmetry, like the near symmetry, because obviously the path won't wrap around here because the gates are there. So we'll just pop that there, bring the spline over a bit more, and there we go. That is that. Because most of the workers who work here will probably live in some of these houses and just walk across. But those that have, like, you know, they live on the other side, on that side of town, they can, I will have another entrance to the road there. They can go up and then come back down again, across here, around here, and then park up here. But there wouldn't be too many workmen here because it's a smaller yard. I mean, relatively speaking, compared to Tidmouth. It's bigger than Knapford's, but, you know, Crosby's a bigger town than Knapford. So there we go. That's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces, which is good. So we got that bit of a parking thing, which will keep things a bit more interesting, especially when I put cars there when we go when the engines go by. Speaking of which, let's put in some age-appropriate cars. There we go. It's a 1964 car, so I'm going to use that. Morris mine, I've used that type of car way too many times on this route, so we'll just ignore that. And this is the 70s, so I really need to sort out these cars by time periods, but, you know, do I really have the time to do that when I could be route building? Probably not. I can imagine somebody still owning like a bit of a fancy old 30s car, and maybe like a family kind of car, or maybe even that's the manager, like the yard manager's car. That would, you know, he's probably got a bit more money than the others to keep the car around. What else have we got? We've got an Austin A40 van. No, we'll skip on that. Put a Volkswagen Beetle down. Okay. And they're too evenly spread out. We'll just offset that a bit more. We won't fill up all the spaces. Put this here. It's like it looks very similar to a Ford Anglia, which is another car that I have. It's frighteningly similar. Sorry, then I couldn't get that word out. Right. What else have we got? Austin, Cambridge. Put that there. Right. There we go. There's quite a few cars parked up there now. So if we look from over here and get rid of that and that, and just kind of zoom in a bit. there we go. There's actually something going on over there, which looks good. So that's that quick little parking lot there. And we'll save that and quickly look at the chat. Let's read. So read this. Where is it? Hello, Steam on Soda 1937. I didn't know you were in the chat, so welcome. Steam on Soda says nice route. Thank you very much. Rule Britannia, yes. Steam on Soda says, how do you make it look that good? Practice. I was never that good at route building. If you, I think I've actually unlisted all the streams, but there is definitely a playlist on the TWA 1945 Studios channel that has quite a lot of streams, and on the playlist, if you go to episode, I think it's episode 5 at least, TWA, whichever ones I start building the original Norland route on, you'll see how rubbish I was back then compared to now. And I don't consider myself great now. I'm still learning and trying to understand certain techniques when it comes to route building, but I am definitely a lot better than I was around this time last year. So, you know, just even under a year is enough time to make some good progress in your skills. Let's get a sign right. Crosby on it. Let's see. I need a sign that I can write on. Entrance sign. Oh, that'll not be good enough. What does that say? Oh, that's signal box. We'll have a look through, see what else there is. What's that? No trespassing one. Get rid of that. Might even use that if actually, let's see how this works with the wall. I don't know. I might just use this one because this is a bit more NWR. So Crosby, Goodyard, right? There we go. And we'll adjust that so it's ready to go on the wall. That is if the wall is a perfect 90 degrees, which knowing me, it probably won't. Let's see. Oh, no. That doesn't actually look too bad without the sign behind it. No. I'm just going to have to go with that. Well, there we go. That doesn't look too bad. Welcome to Crosby Goodyard. And then obviously once you park up here, you there would be like a buzzer on the wall or something, and then the manager would come out the yard, or the gatekeeper, whoever was on standby, open the gate, and you would drive into the complex. So there we go. It doesn't look too bad. All right, I need something to put along here now on this more grassy bit. So I will probably put some grass down there. It's a sleep. Good. Put a bit of grass down there, not too much, but just a little bit. Just enough. Let's see. There we go. Just a little bit of grass, not enough so it gets in the way of anyone, but it's just, you know, kind of off to the side. How at the back of the yard there's that whole bit of a rundown area. This is a bit to the side that doesn't really get used, and so grass has just grown there. And you know, it's not a massive yard that needs to have every single bit of space available for it at any given time. It's just a small mainline yard. Nothing really gets put there now because there's obviously all the roads that go everywhere that are a bit stronger, heavy vehicles. And so really it's just goods that can't be brought along by road that get dropped off here, which still isn't enough to keep every single metre of this yard the way it is. There we go. And it's got that bit of a circle where the coal is kind of piled up a bit. There we go, now we have that section there. Which I might actually get rid of that bit of grassy spot. There we go. And then we'll put some more grass along here. Not as much though, because it's only a small portion. We'll kind of cover up the pavement a little bit as well, because it goes back there. Alright, let's bring it round to match up with the other bit. There we go, and then there's obviously just a little bit of grass that I've made so it's poking out the side of the wall. Just because, you know, not every street side wall is perfect, especially when there's tons of grass on one side, and obviously cracks in the wall lead to the grass kind of spilling through a bit. There we go, that's that bit. Now probably make it possible to get the cars over the road without having to go through all that stone, you know, just the smaller pickup vehicles. So we will increase the ground a little bit. You know, there are crossings. I just realised that crossings that would be perfect for those flying crossings. Which one was it? That's wooden path. There it is. And that's what we can use instead of raising the ground, which will be a bit of a pain to get everything else to work. You can just cross over here. We'll put another one down there. It makes things look a little bit ugly, but it is the best way to go about it. That's a bit annoying. Right. We will put that over there. Why is it not letting me? Just have to put the check rails over there instead. Obviously, it'll be a bit of a bouncier ride for the driver, but, you know, it's the best way to go about it. There we go. Sorry, it's a little bit quieter this stream. It's just, I actually don't mind it being quieter. It's just a bit empty. So if you are getting a little bored of just listening to me go on and on and on, that's okay, because fair enough. Pop that there. Another one up there a bit. These are a bit of a pain, so I stay away from them when possible, but it isn't when you're building a massive route like this. I know it's been a while since anything last came to TWA trains, so I am definitely going to be working on some smaller routes, because it's been rather quiet lately. But one of our modelers, Jace, has been working on a model of Knapford sheds and a new Fergus and some other stuff that he plans on releasing at some point. So you can look forward to that. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask him in the TWA train server, because I'm sure he'll be happy to answer them when he's available. What's it called? The reason why I'm building this route is because one, there's not that many railway series IOSs that are around, and the ones that are strictly railway series are very old and from 2006, which I tried to. I think it was the 2011 railway series IOS. I can't remember where it's from. I think it's like Sodor Railroading Builders or something like that. I tried to fix up their IOS because it was very old and outdated, but it's just not even the correct shape of Sodor. It's very weird, like Ballyhoo and Norrumby and all that. They're a lot closer to Vickerstown than they should be. And that's just one of the things. Gordon Till's a bit of a weird one as well. So, and obviously the hybrid IOS, that's a mix of, the TV series, railway series, and CGI series. And, I don't want that. Plus, it's extremely laggy and does not fare well with my computer. So doing this is it's like a bit of a leisure project, building this, and it also allows me to get in some extra practice for route building to improve stuff for the site, as well as just for something that I might potentially use. Like, I am going to be using it to take a lot of screenshots on when it's finished, so I am putting in a ton of effort into this to make it really, really nice. I think that's all the bits of track that need these rail cards. So, oh yeah, there's this bit. So I'm quite looking forward to finishing it, and I say that in a non-rushy way, because usually when I say that, a lot of people think that I'm going to start rushing, but no, I'm going to make sure it looks the best possible. There we go. Put that there. And put that along there. I wish the track already came with these, because it makes life so much easier, but no. Alright. I'm going to be reading the chat in a second, and then we will do a running thing, because I haven't run any engines at Crosby yet, and I want to see how the yard plays with the engines. I'm trying to see if their wheels break or anything going across it. Right, that looks better already. Okay, we'll back out of this and pop along over to the driver thing, and then I'll have a look at the chat while the driver thing is loading in. Okay. Chat says let's see. Skyrider says, I've been building for 5 years and I'm still trash. Would that be in trains? I think, no, you had Trains Driver 2 beforehand. I don't know how route building goes in that. Steve on Sodor says, I'm going to build a route. What else is there? Then you question, where's Steen? Then you go to Crowden's Gate and scene with Sir Handel arguing. Can you drive a Winston? Do you mean Winston the car or Winston the red engine? With trucks, okay, I'm going to assume that's Winston the red engine then, if it's with trucks. Welcome to Tidmouth. It's extremely loud today. That's the milk. Let's see. With some trucks, so I'm going to pop them down in the harbour instead. Settings. Let's go see if we can turn the sound off. There we go. We'll keep the sound off until we go onto the main line, just so it doesn't drive me insane while I'm trying to find all the trucks. I've got so many Paxons. Right, there's Peter, Andy, Jeffrey, Steve, Sean. Let's see. Richard, Gordon. Right, it was Winston, wasn't it? So we'll go Winston. I just want to see how this Frank looks like, because this is the new Frank model that I've got. Looks very nice. And then that's old slow coach. Looks very nice. Okay. Winston's tender. I'd say we get some 7-plank trucks. Actually, I think I've already got a consist of those. Let's see. Seven plank trucks. I think that might be too long of a line. Yeah, that's definitely too long of a line. We'll just get rid of a few of them. Move the spiteful brake van along. And attach Winston to that. Okay, switch direction. And let's go to settings. Turn the sound up so we can hear Winston. 3D sound effects. Off we go on our first goods train from Tidmouth to Crosby on this route. And then once we get there, we'll see if there's enough room to back him into the station. Yes, he is quite loud, isn't he? It's a very loud engine. I really don't like the engine spec used for him. And into the tunnel we go. There we go. Now puffing along the coast. It's nice to think like you can see the engines out from sea, from a boat. Just watch them going by. From here though, you wouldn't be sure if that was James or Winston. Here we go, and welcome. Welcome to the first arrival into Crosby. Funny because this is the same station that Winston went through in the other direction. You're gonna stop in time? Please stop. Please stop. Winston. Okay, good. He's gonna stop in time. Okay, that's enough for the points to be set into the other direction. Oops, Go back here. Can we flick the points over? Yes, we can. Okay, Winston, back up. No, I should have switched the points to this side in. Oh well. I'm gonna crash through the buffers. Start. Yeah, we crashed. Okay, well, pretend that never happened because we have arrived. But there we go. We have gotten a demonstration there that this does actually work. Vaguely. But there we go. All right, well, it wouldn't be a driving session without crashing, so a good driving session. All right, well, there we go. We do know that it is good when backing a train into the sidings because those points are the tightest there, and if Winston can get round them with his train, then obviously the other sidings are good enough. So yes, there we go. That's our driver session for today. This does actually look really nice though. I'm quite proud of it. I'm going to add some more details around the place, obviously. Not going to leave it just this barren. It's a good yard. We need lots of stuff around here. So I'm definitely going to do that. I think that's really all I have to say on the yard. All right, well, that's that. So we have no need to go back in the other direction because it's just the same old stuff. But there we go. There's the level crossing. That's very nice. I am definitely going to be using these boards quite a lot from now on in my route, so don't be surprised if you see a crossing that's made with those because, you know, I do like the look of them, which is probably the nicest crossing asset that there is that isn't a building, you know, something, you know, and this is something you put on the track instead of connecting it to. What else? This way I've not finished the road yet, it just ends here. But there we go. That is the route so far. So now the real, well, not the real question, but the next question is, should I make this whole section up here elevated, like higher up so the houses are looking down across the yard out to sea, kind of like from this level? So then you can see across the yard and then the sea? Or should they be down here where you can only see the yard and have all the engines go by? Or should I do a mix of both and have an up-level section and a lower section, plus a parking lot on this side for the station, because obviously that's going to have to happen. There's two entrances, unlike Wellsworth, so I have to consider this side as well. So there'll be like a double parking lot on both sides. Probably more on this side though, because you know, there's like that whole indent there from the road, and then this is just more straight. All right. Let's go back into edit. And we'll do one more bit of editing, and then we'll end the stream in a round. around an hour, maybe around 2 hours, and then I'll leave to go do some other stuff. So, Crosby, he's definitely, I forgot I had these buildings. They look somewhat okay. I might actually use those for more of the further away town bits. So I'll put that over there for now to just remind me to come back to this list. Right. Footbridge. Let's see, is this good enough to go here? No, it's too big because it's for the 3-track version. So, you might just actually get the wrought iron footbridge and pop that along here. And I know it doesn't fit the whole colour of Crosby, but the best thing there is. This is a busy main line, so we can't just have what's it called? We can't just have a walkway for the passengers to just randomly cross over whenever they feel like it. And yes, I know the sign is obscured. Actually, I might put it. Actually, yeah, I probably should put it on this side where there's a bit more room and no signs that will get in the way. Yeah, we'll put it here. There we go. It doesn't look tall enough though, so we'll just lift that out of the ground just a little bit. Raise it up a bit more. Just check how much space. Yeah, there isn't much. I have to go, but I think that's good enough. Yeah, that should be. I mean, it's only got one space above it now, but that should be enough for the engine to get through. And if they do click through it, I'll just get the taller version and put it there instead. But it does look okay now. Okay, what else is there here? I do really like this rusty one though, and I will use it for other things. The funny thing is that I built Great Waterton on the SSOC one, and I was talking, I think it was to Edward a few days ago about building Great Waterton, and then I realised Great Waterton's a Railway Series only thing, and well, this isn't, you know, this is not a Railway Series only thing. It's a, you know, TV series only thing. That's what I meant, and it does not appear in the Railway Series, and it isn't on the Railway Series map, meaning I can't make a Great Waterton for this map. However, I don't actually mind that because I do have the SSOC one that I will be revamping and making it its own separate thing and possibly releasing it depending on how I feel about it, if it's good enough or not. All right, so we've got Crosby. We're going to go up a bit of a hill to there, to where to Walesworth, and then there'll be that whole Brendan Peninsula there, which I think I might build after, because I think I want to build, I want to build all of the main line first before moving on to the branch lines. You know, so I can run trains from Tidmouth to Vickerstown and then build the separate sections for the branch, which is why I kind of halted progress on Thomas's branch line, because, you know, I don't want to go to Farquhar just yet. I want to continue down to Vickerstown first and get all that out the way, because I've got loads of ideas for the main line, but I'm not really sure on the branches yet. So I thought that if I do the main line first, then some more ideas will come through for the branch, you know, to make it look similar to the main line, but a bit older, or, you know, smaller as it should be. So the next station along the line is Wellsworth, but we're not going to get there for at least another 2 months yet, because I do want to make Crosby look really, really good. So I will do some of the beach, and then I'll build some of the houses in. It's just annoying me that it's just plain texture here. And we'll make that bit there all rocky. This bit here. You know, there are rocks on beaches. There we go. If anyone has any questions for the route, you know, like what will I put where? Will I do this location? How will I do, you know, a certain location or anything? If you have any questions, please ask them in the chat. And I don't look at them straight away because I don't know that they've been written, but the moment I see them, I will read them out as usual. Okay, let's get that cliff thing I was using before further down here. There we go. And pop them down over here. There are some very rocky areas, so I might add in a bit of cliff here and there. Just a little bit. I still need to create a way to get down to the beach in the first place, so I will be working on that. I'll probably incorporate it somewhere here where there's a road that will wrap around there. I'll probably do that. Okay. The hill, make it look a little bit sandy, and I might put some dunes along there as well. Maybe, I don't know. It's a bit of business making dunes in trains. You're going to be over on the track on the other side of this fence. You're not really going to see every single little detail on the bridge. Okay, road. Let's make a space for this. Let's have a look at the chat. Steam on Soda asks, when will you release it? I don't know if I will release it. That's the thing. That's why I said before. I said it's just kind of for me to do a bit of practice on route building and then to take screenshots. So I might release it depending on how happy I am with it. But for now, and probably for quite a bit of the next year or so while I'm working on it, it will stay private. And then, you know, depending on how many people want it, I might release it, but I'm not sure. We'll just kind of see how it goes from there. So, yeah, sorry if you were expecting it to be released the moment I finish it. Okay. So yeah, what's it called? As I was saying, I might release it, but I might not at the same time. It depends on how I'm feeling when I finish it. That's why there aren't that many releases on TWA trains, because if I build a massive route and I don't want to build up too much attention in case I don't release it. I'm only doing this one just because it's live and people might be interested in watching it come together. But I don't want to say, oh, I'm working on this route and then never release anything. So I don't usually build up a whole bunch of attention. What's the word for it? Hype, as people seem to say quite a lot for things like that. I don't build up a lot of that just in case I'm not happy with the route and don't release it. Of course, when the site first started, that was a different story. I just released whatever I built, regardless if I liked it or not. But now that I look at other people's routes and then look at some of my others that I've been creating, like the NHR especially, I look at them all carefully before I think about releasing them, just in case, because, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I mean, I write books as well, so I do make sure that things are top quality. Well, as top quality as you can get in a simulator built well over a few years ago. So yeah, that's why not a lot of my routes get released. That's why a lot of them have just been reskins and releases, model releases lately. So yeah, I am working on quite a lot of routes, but I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Never intended EWA trains to be like the next railway works or the next railway works or solar workshops or anything. It's just kind of like a little stuff will go here whenever and wherever. I hope I'm saying this right. Ari or Ari, I'm sorry if I got that wrong, says, hi Ben, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, welcome to the stream. Steelman Sodor says, I like Twains. And Steelman Sodor says, where's Eddie? Which Eddie do you mean? If you mean Wooden Railway Edward or the Blue K2, if you mean Edward is in the Blue K2, he's away at the moment on holiday, so he won't be joining the stream today. He tried to, but the Wi-Fi at the place he's gone to is rubbish, so it's just me. And then Cameron can't join either. Cameron can't join either for unknown reasons, so that's why it's just me. Which is, something that happens quite a lot on my streams. Usually it's just me talking. YouTube channel, welcome to the stream. And how many people is that now? Let's see. Going on to here. It doesn't actually tell me that well. It says there are 3 live viewers at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I count 4, so StreamYard hasn't updated yet. Right. We will rocks on the side here. There we go. I'm not going to put too much stuff on the beach either, because I don't really seem to do a lot of beach detailing, mainly because I don't really, like the beach. Don't yell at me. So, but I'll probably put something there at least, at least something there, so it isn't just some plain sand. Just kind of chuck there. I will put probably some people down here and umbrellas and benches and things like that. Obviously, I'll put some cars and some trailers for boats down here as well, because I've made this whole ramp. So, because there is no room for a parking lot with these houses here, so you have to just drive down or walk down. And if you're driving, you park on the beach. So, Okay. I don't know. I might put a bridge in here, but I've already got that crossing up ahead, so I'm not sure exactly. We'll just figure it out when we get there. And Luke Productions, hello, welcome. Now it says we've got 4 people watching, even though 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, StreamYard isn't very good at counting. Oh well. No matter, as you would say. What texture is this? That doesn't actually look too bad. That might be good for the outskirts of forest. That's rubbish. That's the cliff edge. That's dirt, which looks rubbish. Okay, so it's only the cliff one that actually looks decent. Okay. I think I'll put some parking lots in just because I don't have anything else to do at the moment. Well, I do. I have plenty to do, but not in my head. I don't have any ideas for anything at the moment. So I'll build this parking lot, and then I'll build some buildings for the other side of the track. There we go. And parking. Pop that there. And bring that to, I'd say probably about there. And then we can have the whole entrance bit. Yeah, so we'll move that a bit further to there. Oh, I might move that over actually. I'll go get that path that I was using before. Actually, no, I might use this one. Put that down because that's a bit wider if I can see because of all the splines in the way. There we go. And then we'll just shift the car markings, car park markings over a little bit more. And we'll shift this. What was I going to say? I'm planning on making it so that each town has their own unique pavement. Like this has got, like Crosby's got these kind of slabs of pavement, while Tidmouth, if we go over here, Tidmouth has got more of the modern. Where's a good example of it that I can see? Tidmouth has got more of the modern, relatively modern type of pavementing. And then Knapford, I haven't decided what I'll be doing for that video. So over here. Double one. It's annoying that it's so bright when you it's mode, but not much we can really do about that. What does this cold ground look like? Rubbish. Okay, let's go to this. Just click on texture. The ending to the parking lot. Grab the grass. Bring that along here. Sorry if I'm being very quiet, everyone. Steven Soda says, I'm going to go. Maybe I will be back later. But okay, thank you very much for coming. BT Railways, hello. Okay, Luke says, Ben sees something in the wrong place. Rubbish, yes. Jane's impression. Rubbish. Okay, I have a message from the Caledonian Engines, who has a CGI Oliver. I'll probably download that now and then have a look at it. Okay, with that downloading, I shall finish having a look through here. Trains is lagging quite a bit, so I'm just going to jump into settings and turn the draw distance all the way down. That's that bit of the parking lot. We've got this one bit of pavement, which will look good going down here as opposed to the CL bit. There we go. Okay. Again, I'm sorry everyone if I'm being very quiet. When I'm on my own, I'm usually very silent when root building, just occasionally making remarks of satisfaction of what I've just built. Because usually I just go, yes, that would work. And I usually just talk to myself. So if it does sound like I'm talking to myself, it's because I am. Luke says, I still can't comprehend how I've been watching your channel for yeah. I still can't comprehend that An Oily Revenge is over a year old. It's scary. Well, nearly a year old, I believe. I think it's either over or nearly a year old. But yes, it is a bit frightening when you think about it. And there we go. And there's the parking lot for this side of Crosby, which is probably way bigger than it needs to be. But, you know, there's going to be a smaller one on this side because obviously there's the footbridge. So this one's just a small, it'll just be a smaller one just for, you know, people who really cannot be bothered driving all the way around there. Or if there are people coming from the buildings on this side, then that'll probably be a bit better. But then again, they can just probably walk unless they're really that far down the track. And there we go. That does look quite nice, kind of boxing it in a bit. Should probably add a parking sign, even though it's very visible. You always need the road sign for parking. Just pop that there and save. All right, I'm back. So we've got the parking. I should probably rotate it that way instead. Actually, we'll just put the thing in the center there to save two being put there because it is a double-sided thing. So having two there won't distract me. You'll be able to see it there, and then you'll notice the gap in the road and be like, oh, I can turn left. So we'll have that there, and I will place an opening on the road for that. There we go. I might put a bit of a road there as well, maybe. Another one there. There we go. I wish Craven's Gate Works did one-sided versions of these, like where the mud is. I wish they did one-sided versions so this would be able to continue onwards, but oh well, it's not too much of a bother, it's just a little jarring, ever so slightly. We'll get the same brick wall that's used on the shed complex, or maybe I might. Yeah, we'll just go with the same one. It matches the same colours. And then we'll change the wall when it goes around this corner. We'll change it into a different wall, because obviously that would have been built by the NWR, and then we will have a different wall for the next thing along. If I can find a decent wall. I do like that viaduct though. Let's see. I just like the red brick texture on the inside of this. Definitely use that for something if possible. Let's search up wall. York wall spline. Maybe. Definitely not that. Definitely not that. Stone wall sooty. So that wouldn't be too bad for a trackside wall. Running along there. Oh, no. Believe that. Let's see, what else is there? That doesn't look too bad. We put that along here, along this side of the track. Don't know really. That one's too blurry. Wall redstone, that's too blurry as well. That's the same thing, just very skinned again. Same thing. I don't like that. Don't like that. I definitely don't like that. Really don't like that. Don't like that. Yeah, I know, I'm very picky when it comes to route building. That's better. Very tall. I can fix that though if need be. So I'll put that along there just in case. Terrace yard wall. I didn't even know this was a spline. Let's try that with the houses, especially this one. We'll try this. That's it. Doesn't look too bad, but it's very enclosing. Really, I might make that a bit more of a backyard thing. No, that won't work. Okay, never mind. Stone wall, 8 foot. Let's have a look at this. That actually doesn't look too bad. Oh, never mind. That's brick. Stone wall. No, it's too bright. It's too repetitive. That's the same thing, but smaller. Alright, is there anything that's actually good? I mean, these do look quite good, but it is a bit of an angle, but I can probably make that work. It's only a factory after all. It's not like yeah, I am going to be putting a bit of a factory there. Let me adjust it. No. Okay. Right, well, that spline won't let me. Oh wait, no, that was the add thing. Never mind. Let's pop this along here. Okay, the stream's going to end in about 10 minutes, give or take. So, yes, if you do have any questions, please let me know because I won't be around to answer them after the stream. There is this, but I don't know. No, I'll go with the other one. Kirk Ronan Station Walls. I remember this. How long have you been on trains, says BZ Railways? Since the day before the very first episode of Tame with TWA. So it would have been around, I think it was either July or August. Yeah, July or August of last year. So not very long. So yeah, I'll make a gap there for a gate once I decide what I'm putting there. And as far as this goes, where there's this crossing here, instead of, because this will be super busy if this is the only way to get onto this side of Crosby. So just after this factory, so it isn't awkward for like all of the people that have houses here, I'm going to make a road that goes here, but then goes, I might make one that goes either under or just straight across the track. So I'm definitely not going over because that'll be too much of a pain to do in this such small space. So I might go under, I don't know. Figure it out when we get to that section, because first I've got all of this bit to detail here. So we'll just save that. And then we'll do one last little bit. And then we'll close off for the night. Oh, well, for the day/night, depending on where you are. And obviously knowing me, like I did with this, where how I started, Crosby off stream, I'll probably end up finishing quite a bit of it off stream as well, because we're not streaming tomorrow. We will be next week, and that's a whole week's progress that I will have done by the time you next see it. So expect Crosby to look quite a lot different than it is now. Probably for one, all of these farm fields will probably have fences and some animals. There'll be more detail on the beach, maybe. These houses will probably have gardens. And there'll be cars here, there'll be a factory here, and probably a whole bunch of houses. And if I decide to go over, under, or across the track, that'll be here. I might end up just going across. That'll probably be a lot easier than going under and going back up again, because that requires quite a bit of room, as evident by the NHR's Green Tree Grange underpass for the track. So, yeah, we'll go with that. Plus, my legs are beginning to hurt from sitting down for so long. So, yes. Okay. We'll probably wrap it up for today. I might do one quick little thing. Maybe to another bit of pavement here, and then I might add a phone booth or something. A phone booth or two. And then obviously on this side over here, actually no, I think on the main road I might put a bus stop, and then taxis can pull up along here instead. So I might put quite a few taxis down. So now we're getting to like the theoretical what's next kind of thing. If I can get this to line up without jagging. There we go. That's there now. So I will put some telephone booths and maybe even a kiosk or something. So yes, that was that for now. Crosby. So this is our first stream looking at Crosby. It definitely won't be our last, because there's still quite a lot of work to do on the way to Crosby as well as in Crosby. And I won't be moving on to Wellsworth until I'm satisfied with Crosby. And of course, I will definitely come back and work on it a bit more. Right, that's that for today. We will back out of that. And say our goodbyes for the week. The good thing is that if this is definitely the 8th stream, which I'm pretty sure it is, then that would mean that what was I going to say? That would mean that will be in order now, because I started this series, I think it was on a Sunday, so there was 1, and then the week after there was 2 and 3. And so now that I'm missing out a day, we'll be able to catch up and be able to actually do streams 2 by 2 the way it's supposed to be. So we'll have 9 and 10 next week, and then 11 and 12 and onwards. So yes, there we go. I'm just having a quick look at the this Oliver that Cal has sent me. Very detailed. That's good. Probably show that off next stream. So yes, in the meantime, I don't know who else is watching now. Oh, the Northwestern is here. Hello. Oh, well, that was quite a while ago. That's only just shown up. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, everyone. And that's all I've got to say, really. We meant to finish at 2 minutes and 20, but that won't be happening now. Yeah, so subscribe to Tito 945 Studios, my main channel. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. What else to say? Join the T2O Trains Discord server. Have a look at the site. And we'll see you next stream. So thank you very much for watching, everyone, and goodbye.